Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming, and this is The Walking Dead Negan Kills Comments and Sub-Shouts number 2. So I did the first version of this a few weeks back, and it was very successful. A couple thousand views, a few hundred comments back and forth. And before we get too far into this, we've almost hit 28,000 subscribers. So thank you very much to all of you. I tell everyone, and I like to say, this isn't about me. You guys have built this channel, and you'll continue to build this channel because we do videos, and sometimes they're controversial topics, just to create that dialogue back and forth. And case in point, some of the theory videos. I know I've changed theories back and forth, and I've even asked questions that are borderline taboo. You know, we've talked about racial issues, we've talked about who they should kill, we've talked about different point of view, and some of the dialogue has been very heated, but a lot of it has been very educational and good back and forth. So I appreciate all of you guys, all your participation, everything that you guys do. As a caveat, let's talk about ground rules for this video. So it will contain some spoilers, it will contain some predictions, it will contain random comments. I may burst out into singing a song. Who knows what we're going to talk about, but it's going to contain a lot of shout outs because I want to give the credit back to you guys. So if you don't want to know what we're thinking or what some predictions are, don't watch the video. But if you do, participate, have some fun. And I know because of the title, some people watch this that aren't subscribers to 999 Gaming, but feel free to comment, participate in it, and feel free to subscribe too, because we got a really good network of people. We talk about video games, we talk about The Walking Dead, and I will tell you it's the most awesome group of subs. For the most part, it's a very respectful group. Now, with that being said, some of the Walking Dead TV fans that have subscribed lately, there's a few passionate ones as well too. And I try to comment to as many things as I possibly can. The first thing I will ask you guys to do, some of you guys have been subs for a long time, say more than 6 months. I want to ask you guys a question. Remember, we did this 6 to 8 months ago, and I had 7,000, 8,000 subscribers. We'd do a sub-shouts video and acknowledge almost everyone, and in 30 minutes, I'd get through like a week's worth of comments. We probably today will not get through a whole day's worth of comments. So this is going to show you the magnitude of how many comments are back and forth on our videos now. I try to read everyone. I try to respond to everyone. But, you know, I'm human. I get to what I can get to. But at least if I do a video, we can read and kind of acknowledge some of them in a much grander scheme instead of me just doing a lot of one-on-ones. So if I don't get a chance to personally reply to it, I may reply verbally. So let's get this thing going so you guys know a little bit of what's going on. So start out at the top. I haven't refreshed this in 27 minutes, but I probably got another 50 comments in the last 27 minutes. So the first one will start top of the screen. Julian Soto wants a shout out. So what's up, Julian? So sometimes I'm just going to say what's up to you guys. Silver Steel, what's up to you too? Fail Nerd, all you guys out there, this guy is one of my coolest subscribers. If you need any Walking Dead knowledge, whisper him or leave a reply to one of his comments and say, hey, Fail Nerd, you know, I got this. And when he gets time, this guy is like a Walking Dead dictionary. So I get a lot of advice from him. He's helped me out enormously. So thanks, you know, Fail Nerd. And what he's saying is he's got a different promo. I've read several of the comments down below. There's a lot of different promos going on right now. So not everybody's going after the, I guess, the Sophia opening that I'm going after. So Lou says, what's up with the BS 5-star? See, he's got a different promo as well too. Dale Face, longtime subscriber, wants a shout out for getting his third 5-star. What's up, Dale Face? Congratulations on that. Rick Grimes, no 5-star crate. Nope. And Kaylin White, can I have a shout out? What's up, Kaylin White? John Doe, God, you people are stupid. Death scene was not filmed in the finale. No, it was not. Thank you, Captain Obvious John Doe. This is in response to one of the Walking Dead theory videos, but the actors said, some of the actors said they did know who died, even though Scott Gimple said the actors didn't know who died. Norman Reedus went on Today's Show and said that people were crying when they got the script. So, you know, there was some indication that they knew who was going to die, but they kept it very, very secretive. So Horror Fan wants to know, what you got to do to get a shout out? You just ask. What's up, Horror Fan? Orion Robinson, what region are you in? Mostly Banks, that's my main, but I am in a couple other regions as well too. So, and Orion also wants a shout out for his faction Dead Silence. So what's up, Dead Silence? Samuel Roke, what's up to Sam? Yuri, hey Kills, love your videos. Can you give a shout out to my faction, The Rebellion? What's up, Yuri and The Rebellion? And Yuri says he is my #1 Brazilian fan. Keep up the great work. I just got to tell you, Yuri, I'm big in Brazil. No, probably not. But if you are a Brazilian fan and you think that you're a higher rated fan than Yuri, leave it in the comments below. So Yuri, you might be #2. Right now I'm going to say you're #1 unless another Brazilian fan comes forward and says, I want to debate that. So let's see if I've got some, you know, some clout out in Brazil. So thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. I'm just messing with you guys. So Sika, give me a shout out from the Dead End from Troop Region. So what's up to Dead End? Kills, can I get a shout out and do a 10-pack opening? Ant, you definitely get a shout out. The 10-pack opening. Leave in the comments if you guys really, really like this card. Let's just put it that. I'm not saying I'm going to do a larger pack opening, but I want to see how many people really like this Yellow Sophia. Nina Maria Insania, what's up? I want to give a shout out to Nina. Nina. Yeah. Nina or Nina? Anyway, I just want to say what's up. John Siago. Been waiting for this. Scopely finally created 5-star Specialist Mirabelle. I have not done the Dark Before Dawn, but you guys know I love me some Mirabelle. I mean, I've gotten at least 100 3-star Mirabelles, so I can't wait to see a 5-star Mirabelle. Lucas wants a shout out. What's up, Luke? Personally, let's see, Victoria. Victoria's commented on a couple videos. Hopefully she's watching. This is one of the videos that I put a theory of where's Glenn. So she's saying it could be Aaron or Eugene. So pay special attention to some of these, because if you guys think I go back and forth on some of the theories, if you read a few of the comments, like I'll hear someone say, it's Glenn, it's Carl, it's Abraham. I'm not the only person back and forth. Society as a whole is all over the place with this. And I'm going to lead into what my theory is a little bit later and just give it to you guys kind of the verbal explanation of what I think at this point. So I know it has changed a little bit, but stay tuned for that later on in the video. Hopefully I remember. Deanne says, wouldn't it be obvious that the person who chomped? Yeah, but when he chomped, it was Dwight. He didn't chomp on Negan. So, and Negan is the one with the bat right now. Johnny App Gaming wants a shout out. What's up, Johnny App? Sponge Had says, shout out for the guy who hasn't been around for years. Well, hopefully you'll stick around, and you will be, and you and I will both be around for years. Do a bigger pack opening. Gaming Posey says she's very cool. So, leave in the comments in that video, guys, if you think she's very cool. I think she's good. I don't want to spend next month's allowance on a card. If it's Garrett, I'm going after it, and because a tank would just be super cool for any of my teams right now. I've had no luck with that. Sophia is good. I don't know if I'd put her in the great category. Can I have a shout out, please? Longtime fan. That's Jamie Harrison. What's up, Jamie? Jose, your promo's different. Yes, several people have different promos. So what's up, Julie? Julie Pommel says, I am boycotting and not buying for a while. I don't fault you whatsoever. I think Darkest Shadow said to me, like, Kills, your mouth is saying boycott, but your mouse is saying purchase. I'm not going to argue with you at all. I do some purchases. But I have not done as many of the big pack purchases lately, so it is a semi-boycott. Dylan Watson wants a shout out. Blade from Gilmer Region. Leader of the faction, Born from Ashes. What's up, Born? Jason Bourne. Jordan Turner, can my faction, Seven Ken of Purgatory, on Troop please have a shout out? Yep. What's up, Seven Ken? Shout out for still watching since Road to Survival started. You were, but Jeff, if I remember correctly, didn't you take like a couple week vacation from commenting on my videos because something happened to your phone? I'm going off of memory here. I don't know if I'm exact, but I think I am. Let's see, Sebastian. Shout out, bro. You're awesome. Well, thank you. And I'll go back and leave some comments on these too, but I do want you guys to kind of hear it on the video. Calyx, 3 out of my 5-star characters are all blonde female characters, that being Sophia, Andrea, and Angela. Nothing wrong with having a team of blonde female characters. I'd like a team of blonde Scarlett Johansson. Actually, no. I'd actually go with the redhead version of Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow. It's one of my favorite comic characters. See, you guys know something now that you probably didn't know before. Let's see. Lisa Harrison. Speaking of blonde female characters, she wants this card badly. And Lisa, you get 4 stars in the training grounds, and I don't. And you were supposed to bring me some good luck in this pack opening, and unfortunately I got a 3-star Shane. So, yeah, you need to bring me some good luck. Just saying. I really need to turn this around because it's been so many 3-star openings lately. Max says, yes, open more. Oh, I forgot the Gunner. The Gunner, shout me out, please. What's up, Gunner? Madison Smith. This is in regards to the Walking Dead. First video I did where I said Abraham. So they show throughout the episode someone inside the van. Yeah, I'm very strong on POV, and I know we can debate that. But I got several videos. I'm not going to go through the sub-shouts and just kind of waste everybody's time right now. I'll give you a consolidation of that a little bit later on. Let's see. I will be back on bacon shortly. Thanks, Connor. I want to shout out. That's Grand Overlord. So what's up, Grand Overlord? Coolest Banana. What's up? FaZe Hawkridge. What's up to you? Let's see. La Blue Girl. Oh, my God. LOL. People are quoting the Bible now. Yeah, I did quote the Bible. I threw a little scripture in there for you guys. I said I was going to drop a little biblical knowledge when I started the video. Or actually, I think I said I'm going to take you guys to church. So, yeah, it was a good reference point. Let's see. Hal Dickey. I don't think Daryl's going anywhere. I don't think Daryl's going anywhere either. So, I think Daryl's safe. And there's a lot of rumors out there he's being spotted in more and more filming. And that's according to Spoiling Dead fans and a couple other sightings as well, too. So it's going to start to be, very soon, a lot of process of elimination with who Negan killed. And it's going to be, we know they're probably paying the actor to stick around, but you're going to see there's going to be more and more people being filmed, and it will gradually sort it out to where, I don't know that we'll know 100%, but I think we're having it narrowed down to 2 or 3 really, really solid candidates. So you could probably already say that. I don't think, like, one person I would probably rule out just like right now would be Carl. And if those of you who think Carl's going to be the one to die, I get it, because you can say, well, it's because of Rick. But I've heard so many times Robert Kirkman say that Rick could actually be killed off because Carl is ready to take over in the comics. So I think the ultimate goal at some point is for Carl to step up and be a leader. And I don't think they're there with the TV show. But, you know, if ultimately Carl's going to be a leader, I don't see him being killed off in the TV show. And what would be interesting is kind of ask this question vice versa, because we do have a lot of Walking Dead fans are out there. So I know it's typical to kill off a, there's people that are still alive in the TV show that are dead in the comics, but how about vice versa? How about people that are still alive in the comics that have died on the TV show? Right? I mean, we'd have to go through and sort of compile a list to make sure that makes sense. I'll have to listen to it again to make sure what I just said makes sense. But not just, you know, vice versa. So I want to know who's still living in the comic that would have died on the TV show. And I think that's a little bit more rare, at least at the same point in time. All right, yeah. Listen to that again and sort it out. Let's see. 17 Petals. I'm hoping it's Abraham, but I think it's going to be Michonne. Yeah. I think it's going to be both in some degree. I don't know if both will die. I think both are going to take some punishment. And maybe one dies, maybe 2 dies. But I'd feel pretty safe it's going to be one of those 2. Let's see. Who else? Jack Humphrey wants a shout out. What's up, Jack? Jimin's Jams. The intro scared me. Yeah, a little bit of thunder and lightning working for you there. Be prepared. Tanya. What's up, Tanya? You have no idea how happy this makes me right now because I was right. Well, you're right because you and I agreed. It doesn't mean that we're totally right on what's going to happen. I hope we're right with Abraham because 1.8 million people have watched to say that I'm officially on board with Abraham. But if I'm wrong, you know, whatever. It's not going to be the end of the world. It'll just be something we'll have to discuss. And the writers could throw us a complete curveball and change things up. But, you know, we can only go on based on what we have right in front of us now. So Adam Jordan, I agree it's between Glenn, Daryl, and Abraham, but I think it's Glenn. Several people do for a lot of reasons, but mainly because it's the comics. Victor says his money is on Glenn. Oh, Carmen. Let's go up to Carmen here. The reason I think there are 8 beatings compared to 5 in the comics is because I think that Rick will go crazy and Negan will just keep smacking him. It's very possible. I know some people think that the amount of swings doesn't make any difference. I think it does. I mean, just my opinion. But, yeah, I think Negan just kicked it up a notch because there are 8 swings on the TV show. Michonne is going to play Tupac's mother. Yes, but I think I think that's already been filmed. So I don't think that's going to take away from whether or not she's on the show or not. But I do think that her Broadway career and her writing is going to take away from her being on the show. To me, that's a bigger risk. And we know in the comic that she does disappear for a couple years. And I think they'll change the storyline just a little bit to, you know, if she's got some personal things going on, it's very conceivable they could just have her leave now. And this is why I think, so all right, I'll go ahead with my theory if you guys haven't watched the video. So I still think Abraham is going to, I think he's gone. But I'm not sure whether I think Negan is going to hit Rosita or Michonne. But I think one of those 2, because of POV, are very much in play. Rosita doesn't have anything going on that I know of outside of Walking Dead. Michonne does. She's very busy, and that could be taken into consideration. So why not let her take a bat hit and survive it? I know it sounds unbelievable because who survives a bat hit? But this is television. Why not let her interfere, take a hit, get wounded? Abraham goes over. Abraham gets exited. He gets completely beat down. Those are the extra swings. Michonne goes up to Hilltop, she heals, and then she leaves, and there's her hiatus. There's her 2 year. Because if she doesn't do that, like in the comic, she still has all this romance to go through with Ezekiel, and then all-out war, and then a failed attempt at seducing Heath. So they're not going to do that to her character. They're not going to slutify her on the TV show like they did in the comic. She's very classy. Her character is just with Rick, and she's very loyal. But in the comic, she's not. In the comic, she's all over the place. So I don't think they're going to do that to her, and because they're not, I think this would be a good exit for her. This would be the perfect exit, as far as I'm concerned, without killing her, and then open up the door to bring her back after she finishes some of her other, personal things, if she does want to come back to the show. I don't know. Just think about that a little bit. Don't be outraged. It's just an opinion. There is no personal agenda in picking one person over the other, whether it's Michonne or Rick or Carl or anything else. It's just a whole bunch of thoughts and theories. So anyway, Jason, that's my thought on that. Let's see. Dayton. As soon as I knew, yeah, that dude hit me in the raid and just took out 2 of my characters immediately. So RX, let's see, hope you're feeling better. Yeah, today's much better. Yesterday was just a lot of rough stuff going on. You guys know how it gets. Sometimes life just kicks you somewhere. Rose, 69, I've been a fan since episode 1. I think the girls are exempt from Negan because he seems like a good guy. Wait a minute. Negan seems like a good guy? Okay. I'm going to disagree with that. Like, I don't think Negan's going to be anywhere close to a good guy. And I think after he beats someone to death on television, that very few people are going to think he's a good guy. Now, you could say he's justified because, you killed a lot of my men. You killed a lot more than I'm comfortable with. And for that, you're going to pay. So he's justifying what he's doing, but I think it was who was it? Was it Norman Reedus? Someone on Talking Dead, the last episode, they said maybe it was Gimple. They said Negan is the star of his own movie, and I think that makes a lot of sense. So even if we don't agree with what Negan does, Negan agrees with what he does. And that was where the whole speech came in. When he said, the first one's free, I get it, it's an emotional moment. And then if anyone does that again, I will shut that shit down. He doesn't want to be interrupted. This is his moment. This is, he's trying to intimidate people, but he's also trying to push people to the edge. And this is something I do want to say about that. I know this is sub-shout, so I don't want to get too far on a tangent. But the one thing about Negan that you have to realize is he is trying to break Rick down. He's not trying to intimidate the group by beating down the biggest person. And I know you might say that because of Abraham, but this is all about Rick. This is all about making Rick the weakest possible leader so people won't continue to follow him. So breaking down Rick, to me, the best way to do that would be to kill Carl or to kill Michonne. But I think Carl's storyline is so powerful. That's why I go back to Michonne. I think that if you threaten Rick's son and say, if anybody does anything, I'm going to cut the boy's other eye out. So imagine if you're Rick and how broken and helpless you would be. Because the first response is going to be, you guys are going to say, wait a minute. If they're going after Rick's lover, he's going to jump in there and do something about it. Because that's what we would all do, right? But then when you see your son over there and you know that if you do interfere, that you're going to lose both of them. So to me, the ultimate helplessness of Rick and why this could be such a powerful situation is if Negan does go after Michonne and Rick can't do anything, then Abraham, who people are saying Abraham's not beloved enough, that, we understand he's popular, but he wouldn't be a big loss. Imagine how Abraham's status goes up to like elite status, right? So Michonne gets hit, Abraham interferes, and now people are going to be like, Abraham died for her. He did what Rick was not capable of doing. It could be a powerful storyline. Just think about it. Like I said, you can disagree with it, but that's my prediction. So I'm done with that. I told you guys at some point in the video I would give you my ultimate prediction, so there it is. So it's easier when you say it and people kind of listen to it than me kind of typing it back and forth. So yes, this guy, Adam, I don't know what it is with your caps lock there, bro, but some of your comments, I don't even know if I can read it without it giving me permanent eye damage. So yeah, I'm not going to. Connie, let's see. I think it's a woman due to the statement Negan made, taking it like a man. Well, it's not what he actually said. He said taking it like a champ, but yeah, I guess take it like a man. Lucas, Let's see, talked about so much I must say with this video. I am kind of thinking it is Aaron who Negan killed. Yeah, and that was the wax dummy of Aaron. Maria Hernandez is definitely not Daryl, though I love Abraham. He was the one I was hoping it was out of the top 4. So, yeah, a lot of people theorize that it is Abraham. Man, what is up with this dude and his cap lock again? All right, well, actually, here's a comment that you didn't cap lock. Jacob, what's up, Jacob? Can you do this with the A-Team? I probably could. Maybe I'll go back and check it out. Charles, I must agree. It was Abraham who was wasted. So a lot of people on the Abraham train. And you really think to leak photos? I do want to address a couple things. Let's see. One, so I did the video that we'd sent. I did not know who Chris Twillman is. I might have mentioned this in a previous video as well too. But he's a cosplayer. And one of the videos, I put a picture of Abraham. So yeah, that's not Abraham. You learn as you do videos. Sometimes you can't go off your first source or maybe even your second source. But I think I might have mentioned that one video, but I will mention it one more time. Sorry that I put a picture of a... Well, I'm not sorry, because actually I've did some back and forth via Facebook with Chris Twillman since that happened, and he kind of sent a message like, hey, Kills, that was me. And I was like, okay, cool. So I've got to meet a pretty popular cosplayer because I put him in a video and thought he was Abraham. Go figure. Maybe I did it on purpose, just to kind of rub elbows with the big dogs. Whatever. I just screwed it up. But I own it. I own the mistake. Let's see. What else we got here? We got Birdie. This makes me sad how I'm going to get anywhere in the game. I will say this, Birdie. Take your 4-star characters or the characters that you have and max them out. I mean, I've got dudes in my faction. You know, CNC's one. He doesn't have all 5 stars, but he's got like an S+ team because he's taken his 4 stars and maxed them out. So, you know, max those guys out, get them level, and then eventually you will get the 5s. They'll come around eventually. You'll get lucky and pull one. But if not, you should be able to finish almost every roadmap mission with maxed out 4s. Just toughen them up. Fred the Cat. I played for 2 years now and no 5-star. It's hard to get one. We haven't played for 2 years because the game has not been out for 2 years. But I do feel your pain that a lot of people have played for almost a year and no 5 stars. So, Jarrett says, I've been saying from day one it's Abraham because he's the one that could take it like a champ. And Bridget, what's up, Bridget? And let's see, Julie again. Lane, let's see, would you please explain to me why everyone really cares? It's Abraham. He may be liked, but he's definitely not beloved. That's what I want to feed off from that last comment. I do think he will be because I think there's some more of his story that needs to be told. And we will talk about that in a video tomorrow where I'm going to kind of just analyze if someone dies, who does it impact? And I think you'll see that Abraham has a bigger impact than what we initially give him credit for and the people he's interacted with. Because the first thing you may say is like, you know, well, think about it. If Sasha dies, who's Sasha going to impact in the entire group? Abraham? But of the group in the lineup, who's really close to her besides Abraham? I would argue and say nobody. But if Daryl dies, how many people would be impacted? Well, you got Aaron, because he built a pretty decent relationship with Aaron. You got Rick, obviously. You got, you know, that whole group that's been together. I don't know that Daryl and Carl, you know, Carl's going to be really impacted by it. But of all the people that die, that's what I want you guys to think about. And you can save it. You don't have to comment on it now. But I do think Abraham and the amount of airtime he got in the final episode, it kind of expanded his sphere of influence over a lot more people. You can see how close he is with helping Maggie. You can see the relationship with Eugene. You can see the love affair he has with Sasha. You can see the love affair he had with Rosita. You can see the bonding he was doing with Rick. So I would argue that Abraham, probably Glenn as well too. I think Glenn, is pretty big sphere of influence. But I think Abraham has as much, if not more, currently than anybody else on there. So, and I do think that there's some things he can do in the final minutes that's going to raise his status even higher. I mean, anybody that would stand up to Negan at this point, I think would raise their status pretty high. So I'm just saying it's going to be Abraham. But if it was Daryl, I think Daryl would. If it was Carl, I mean, any of those. So anyway, just some food for thought. What's up, Kenny? Let's see. This is the Sweet Life. Let's see. You know, it was an ugly win, but thanks for the comment. Chubbs, I'm not going to name a team after you, even though you've asked me at least 10 times. Not going to happen. There will not be a Chubbs Gonzalez team on my roster. Not going to happen. Zach, shout out. Yes, sir. What's up, Zach? And do you have a PS3? Maybe. Buried somewhere. I mean, I don't use PS3. I've got everything that's kind of current. PS4, a lot of app gaming, super fast computer stuff. But yeah, I don't really use PS3 any longer. Fail Nerd kills. I know some of the waves are different. Fail Nerd actually had he had a little difficult with this. A little difficulty with this. And Cletus, that's the one that hit me really hard. I was trying to remember his name. Cletus is a beast, right? What else we got here? Integra, I want to say what's up to you. Queepy Pasta, what's up? Sono. See, so what item do we need to use with lower teams? It depends. When you're doing these raids, you can use, I use tear gas, nerve gas, but if you go all ranged or all melee, I think if you do that, you can either use your hollow points or your grindstones, and you get the effect with everyone, and get a faction supporter that's going to help with the mojo of your team. It's going to help give you some extra attack power or something, or some extra defense, one or the other. Corey, you know what, Corey? I have not played NBA 2K16 in some time, so I have to go back and see how I unlocked Curry and LeBron. I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see, Adolf, I wish I could get Chad. He's like the governor. You should be able to get Chad. I mean, work on those 4-star characters that you have to try to build them up. Let's see, Abraham. And there's also 10 to Finding Peace Before Dying. Yes, there is. And he looked awfully peaceful when he was driving that RV and the sun was shining down on his head like he's almost out the door. So a few more shout-outs. Let's just run through these really quick. Edwin, what's up? Philip, Crude, TKD Money, what's up to you? Isabella, I want to say hello. Auto Gaming, what's up to you? El Chapo Guzman, Dano Crutch, Antilles Gaming. Why would they be saying, hold on, Glenn, if it's not Glenn? I don't know. You know, that audio is, some was real, some might have been staged in there in that video. I don't know what is what at this point, but even the regular audio I slowed down. It's hard to make out what they're saying, but the one thing you can make out is a couple grunts, and it definitely sounds like an Abraham. I don't know if that was a good grunt over there, but yeah, that's my best grunt I can do. But go back and listen to, slow it down and listen to it and see if you can make out who's actually talking. So a few other people. Oh, there you go. There's Alex saying slow it down and you'll hear. It's Raz. What's up, Raz? Chad Bremer. Ben Lee. I want to see you raid with Ben. You will see it at some time, my friend. It's going to happen. And I want the mark that you have in the video. Yeah, Mark's pretty legit. He does buff up the defense of my team, but I got to get used to blue. It's going to take me a little while. Gaming Bros. Do you despise Scopely or are you angry at them? I think I put both. What's up? Alexa, David Hamilton with a nice Abraham quote. Eric, what's up to you? Jake, Sales of Sharon. So Sharon is actually, in Greek mythology, the boat keeper to the river Styx, if I'm correct. So kind of interesting. What is that? About Sales of Sharon. Interesting name there. Was that copied or is that an original? I'd be curious to know. But he's saying based on, I did the video like it did race decide, and a lot of people had some very passionate comments about that. So Emily says she thinks Sasha died. So what's up, Emily? Carlos, Nicole, and I'm going to stop it with Josh Morris. So Josh says, do you think, I think you'd be right with Abraham. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop it with Sad Matt, because I was bashing the Thunder and their handshakes, and they got beat by 27 after the handshake, but then they came back and won. So I guess the handshake worked the last time. Thanks, everyone, for watching. This is about 30 minutes worth of sub shouts. I know you guys don't watch all of it. You probably try to skip through to see where your name is mentioned, but join up. The real purpose of this is really take a little bit of time and give all the love back to you guys. I appreciate everything you guys do. Keep commenting. Keep adding your dialogue. If you have a question, ask it. Hopefully, if I don't get a chance to answer it, somebody else will answer it. throughout the video. You guys are amazing. I think in a couple weeks we're going to be over 30,000. That's just ridiculous where we started from, and who knows where the limit is. There's just a lot of good dialogue and great interaction. My name's Killshot. Give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully we'll get some Telltale up tonight. Might be late night Telltale action. That's when I get a little bit more crazy with the decision making. Thanks again. Peace.